Hello fellow Kaiju fans, I am GPTV and this is my annual collection video. Just like last year, I'm going to be showing off my figures and artwork, but none of my clothes. So let's get right into it. there you go. That is 11 years worth of collecting right there. I believe I have 550 of them total. The stats should be on screen now. So you know what that means? That means that's a lot of figures to dust, alright? So if you're seeing anything on here judging me, just know I dusted them all before recording. Now before I end the video, I just want to give a message to any aspiring collectors out there. When I was little, right, I would watch collection videos just like these, and I would always be amazed by the vastness of the collection. And now I have a collection I'd say that's about as vast as the ones I used to watch. And I was able to achieve that by just buying figures I wanted. That's right, I wanted every single one of these. So basically, buy for your enjoyment, not for numbers, because if you keep buying for your enjoyment, eventually you'll have numbers. So you can do what I do, and sometimes I just sit down and admire everything that I have, and think about what each one means to me. Whether it was who bought it for me, who I bought it with, what I did with it, whether it be for a video, or if I played with it when I was younger. Or if honestly I just really liked the character. So that way you don't have to worry about buying figures you don't want and then selling them on eBay after. And also, never let anyone convince you to stop collecting. Because you know how many times someone has come in my room, seen these figures and said to me, I don't want to be your friend anymore? Zero. If anything, they'll see the figures and be like, oh, I can't judge, I got weird hobbies of my own. And that's when you slap them across the face and say, it's not weird, it's normal! Moral of the story, be yourself. This has been GBTV. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check the links in the description, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.